Last session, our convicts finally made it back to the Church of Gideon, along with a couple of tagalongs that were saved from the bandits closer to the river. Lady Umbrish offered food, roof, and reward for fixing the issue with the river. She has yet to give you said reward, as it seems like everybody wanted to sleep fairly badly first. During the little dinner that was being held, another individual approached the church, an Aarakocra Finley Elder Mask, a delivery person claiming to be on his way to Silver Road, when the waters halted his progress like most of the people here. This night, however, Finley was here to deliver a wardrobe. In the middle of the night, rooming with Gus, Desi, and Moden, a plot set out to try to quietly replace these individuals in the room with Finley. Nude copies of those sleeping in this room began one by one crawling out of this wardrobe. Luckily, Gus and Desi were jolted awake by the noise, and you were able to fight off these copies, capturing Finley alive and even hitting the copy of Moden with a silver blade, revealing these creatures to be mimics. We come back to this very scene. Ollie, you're off on like the right side of the room, kind of explaining the situation to Lady Umbrish. Gus and Moden are on the far side, kind of coming back in through. I guess you could have come in through the front door. And Satyr, who is still a werewolf, kind of. I don't think you've really had enough time to do much other than stand there and take in the situation. And Kepri, who's in the corner behind Ollie and the Lady Umbrish, quietly and sadly shutting down themselves for the rest of the night as everything is kind of happening around them. I know, Ollie, last session we ended with you were talking with Lady Umbrish and you were pretty much just like, I tell her like what's going on. Is there anything particular that you leave out, or are you just telling her everything?
So, sorry, my character sheet wasn't opening for a second there. I think in this moment, combat was chaos. We're all half tired, or very tired. I see all this happening in the room, and I think Ollie was kind of very quickly adrenaline pumped explaining, and then I remember distinctly she said last session, I need a better explanation. And I think they kind of look around to the chaos, sees his friends coming in with Finley, and clocks everything going on. Lady Umbrish, sorry, I think there's a lot going on. A lot of chaos. Blood pumping. We did not intentionally bring this House of Gideon. This, and I'll kind of gesture to Finley, conked out, being drug in. This individual, truthfully, we've had run-ins before with we don't fully understand what they are. Perhaps a fringe, crazy religious group. I don't quite know. We were leaving the place where we initially had a run-in with them. Thought it could be over. But maybe they've got it out for us. They seem to replace Yes.
She kind of stops you as soon as you say the word replace. She goes, "So as I understand it, those are indeed versions of you." She motions at those you who have been copied, and she goes, "So I can't exactly disbelieve what you're telling me, but..." She's interrupted as the door kind of opens again, and Lake puts her head in, and she goes, "Lady Umbrish, we need your help with your friend Desi." And she kind of goes, "I need to go deal with that. Whatever you do with this man," points at Finley, "Gideon very much believes in an eye for an eye, but your friend will not die here, and neither will this man in this holy house. Do you all understand me?"
Yes.
Yes.
Anything else I can turn away from?
Thank you for seeing to her. I'll let you get to it, and we can talk later.
And she heads out of the room to kind of leave you all in this silence. Seder, what were you doing during this conversation?
Whew. It feels like Seder can't get away from it. It's coming for her friends that she didn't involved. I don't think she is kind of like just waiting for something. She is looking evilly at Finley, Gus. Not sure what to make of anything else. As and truth be told, I had forgotten he's still alive. Might be. He still is unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Seder, seeing Umbrish leave, growls. Why didn't you tell us who he was?
Is this to Gus?
Yes.
I think Gus is kind of, after Finley is tied up, is just kind of standing nearby, watching him, back turned to everyone else, especially his own kind of body that's still just sitting there in the room. But as he's addressed, he doesn't really turn, he just shakes his head. I didn't know this person, did I?
Oh.
No.
I thought might be.
It's okay. It makes sense Seder would think that.
Well,
Yeah.
Ollie kind of knew this person, but there was nothing to connect him to this plot.
Yeah, Ollie never said so either.
Yeah. I didn't know him. I don't know him. If I had known him, this would be different.
All right. Easy, Seder. Hold on. We're not all present, and I think we all should be. I'll look over to Kepri.
I think Kepri kind of went fetal in a corner and shut down.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes. Before we get too deep into this, I think we should all be here. Mirren, you're good with them. I'm not.
Um, must we have this discussion now?
I don't know what else to do. We've got one of them here. We've got a pile of corpses. And none of us are okay. I don't really think Kepri's doing too okay. And I think we've got a lot on our checklist of things we've got to do. But I think we should all be here. I guess if you just want to kill him, the lady did say, just not in the house of her god. But if we want to talk to him, I've got a zone of truth locked and loaded. Can't guarantee he won't will himself past it. Can't guarantee that asking more questions won't send more after us.
Satyr chuffs and only happened to room with him by happenstance. We want to wait till he wakes up. That was, jeez, I don't want that voice background.
Easily enough, one of you could use like an action to wake up Finley if you wanted to force him awake now. Same with Capri. You could also just wake up Capri if this conversation is happening now.
I just don't know what else to do. I don't know if Finley has... Ash, does Ollie know if Finley has magical capabilities outside of just being a replacement? I don't know how deeply I knew him.
So there's nothing to prove either of those things, actually.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear a ring, so Gus could not tell. But magical, I don't think that's something he would advertise if he is.
Yeah. I think Ollie pauses and looks. Does Finley still have his bag of mail?
It is on the side of the room next to the rest of your equipment.
I'm gonna head that way.
Sure.
And I'm gonna grab his bag.
Make me an investigation check, and while that's happening, what are the rest of you doing?
Oh, +0, only 16. Still pretty good for +0.
I think
Oh, sorry.
Morin goes over to wake up Capri, but also kind of just wants to stay with them for a moment and kind of is more so prioritizing comforting Capri than trying to get him in on whatever we're doing next.
Sure. Kepri, you are awoken back into pretty much the same situation you were in previously before shutting down by Mudden, the face, in your view as your eyes kind of turn back on.
something happen?
What happened was shocking and scary. And I mean, you disposed of something that looked like me, but it wasn't me. And I know it might not feel like it, but you did the right thing. But that doesn't mean I think it is perfectly understandable if you feel bad about it.
Hey, Mara?
Yes, Capri.
I want to go home.
Me too.
Kept going to like really tightly.
Um,
I don't want to hurt
Mm.
my friend.
I know, and you didn't. I'm okay. And just kind of holds them closely.
For not to butt in on their RP, but Ollie's hearing but not looking over. For flavor, because I'd cast Spirit Guardians, but it's not attacking any of my friends. I want some of the little fey creatures to kind of land on Kepri and like kinda. Even though Ollie doesn't say anything.
I don't think Satyr would say, but she is definitely having some dark thoughts that would not be the vibe to share right now.
Pull up to the function and dampen the vibe.
as along the lines of, let's just decide by cutting him Kepri's blade. You know, also considering they didn't really count. They weren't living, only trying to live your lives. But she doesn't say any of that.
With Ollie right there. I'm sorry. I keep cutting into RP. Y'all continue.
Oh no, that was all I was gonna say for Satyr. She doesn't say any of that. That's just what she's. Her eyes haven't left Finley.
Is there anything from anybody else before I get to what Ollie finds in the bag?
I think the only other thing is like there's so many points of tension running through Ollie's mind. There's Gus obviously ain't feeling too fucking hot. Nobody is. Satyr definitely not. Kepri definitely not. And I think in Ollie's mind, Kepri's got Murin. Gus and Satyr don't have anybody right now. I think to kind of distract those two, even though Satyr probably doesn't particularly want to hang around Gus too much right now. Ollie will just kind of you want to go through this guy's shit before we even try talking to him? Maybe we could see what he's about. And Ollie's just kind of pulling stuff out. Maybe we could find answers to our questions, not even have to fucking bother with him.
If Umbrish had waited any longer.
Yeah.
Seder will. We can search them. Where'd my
Yeah,
Seder
anyone
go?
who wants can make perception investigation checks to either search Finley or his belongings.
I'm gonna search. One's another naked. I just lost that. I'm not gonna go for that die. Okay. Investigation. Anything? I'm kind of dumb if I recall. Yeah. Natural 19.
Gus, are you taking part in this?
Yeah, I think I would have run a search on him while I was tying him up.
Wonderful.
Not too great. For investigate, that's a 17.
Okay, so, on his, persons, there isn't a whole lot. He doesn't even carry a weapon with him, nor anything that I think would come across as a spell casting focus. But he does carry a good bit of gold. You do find about 400 gold, just like in total, amongst all of his things. And outside of that, there are, in his bag, like where he's got those scroll cases and stuff, there are straight up just like stolen paintings that he's moving, which could be worth some money if you guys wanted to flip those. But wise, it's fairly normal mail. Like a couple of packages that are like addressed to. You do see like all of these scrolls that seem to be stolen art are addressed to Silver Road. And same with like 2 of the packages in there. So you think Silver Road just had his most deliveries and he was trying to get there first. But there are addresses for different places. And like going through it, none of it seems super malicious. Ollie, you do find a small package with about 70 gold in it, addressed to your parents from you.
You're muted.
What?
Fuck. I'm gonna pull that out.
He was apparently in charge of delivering you the last letter that you sent to your family. So you have confirmation at the very least that that's not going to make it there.
Are there any other letters or packages with possibly interesting names I would recognize?
I wouldn't think so. I think the person, having the art delivered to them, there is no name. It's just like an address. But you could find that building if you were to go to Silver Road. Otherwise, no. Nothing's particularly stands out, except for to Gus. One of these packages, as it's kind of like moved about and opened just to check in, there is a small, it's almost flat, rectangular door. And Gus, you know that these are what's used to summon those wardrobes. Small little magical trinket that, once placed down and opened, will grow to the size of these wardrobes.
Yeah. Seeing that, Gus is just like silently fuming,
Mm.
and shaken, just like angrily shaking, but he doesn't move. Um, he just is forcing himself to stay still, as not to do anything too rash.
Mm. I think Ollie kind of sees Gus looking at that, but there's uh they're stuck frozen looking at this package. Um and have a lot of really dire thoughts. Um oh fuck me, I used my last third level spell time. Does it look like it's been tampered with whatsoever?
No,
Or it's completely intact?
no, yeah, I wouldn't say so. It looks fully intact, just the way that you packaged it up. Like, no matter your current thoughts on Finley, dude was a very well-respected delivery person, for both legal and illegal things.
Sure. So in this moment, I do remember that Finley also did legal deliveries.
Yeah.
Correct, okay. So I think
It seems like the only things that are, like, 100%, like, illegal in this bag are those stolen paintings, but everything else is just regular mail.
Sure. Okay. That actually does alleviate Ollie for a moment, but there's still some panic. I think they stuff the package, compartmentalize that for the moment. So I feel I should tell you all. Though I had no fucking remote idea of this connection, and I'll gesture to the wardrobe and to Finley. And is Finley still conked out? Or okay, I just wanted to make sure before I said what I was about to say that they are, or he's still dead to the world. I had no idea about this connection. I know that one. But not intimately, not closely. I've taken on a few faces. Some for illicit activity. I've only known him to be the kind of delivery man of questionably obtained goods, as well as some legal ones to cover tracks. There's a lot of reasons that this group is scary. But if they had him running stuff across the world, forget religious sects, how many other sects of, or guilds, or traders, or merchants have been infiltrated by this thing, this weird I don't know.
How are they able to do it? I don't know.
I mean, he's a great delivery man. Maybe he's just taken on a big job. We could ask, but Gus, I get the feeling from previous encounters we've had where we've been told plainly not to ask too many questions. It could put a target on our back. Whoops, look what we did. We asked too many questions. And so frustrating. I don't know what they want. And I just want them to leave us alone. But it seems like
And truthfully, I feel like Gus could divulge more information if he wanted to at this point, as he already kind of knows like what could happen if that's something he's willing to risk. Like, he's already kind of angered them, you know? So that's up to you.
It's just, I guess, how do we leave it alone if it's so intertwined in our lives? To varying degrees.
What's going on with these mimics? Met 2 harmless ones. Now...
I think as woof. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like I personally am getting slightly worked up just thinking about what Gus is going through mentally right now.
Take your time.
And I think you see him here as soon as Satyr says 2 safe ones. His head kind of whips in her direction. As it's just like continually openly acknowledged how kind of unwelcome he is here. And like as much as he like knows he's fucked now, it's just like, you know, also all dawned on him in a big way in this moment. And I think you just kind of see him flee in this moment. That he just like can't bear how he feels for a moment. And I think you can see like a level of deep sadness as he just kind of bolts out of the room. He runs outside to get some air. And he just has to stay there for a while and breathe.
After all the running that you had just done before this, every breath still feels kind of sharp. The cold night air hitting your lungs in a way that's almost a little painful. Until you can calm that just a bit, and kind of looking up from the ground just outside the church, you see that statue before you, kind of backlit by the stars in the sky. And as much as the room that you were just in is full of all of those bad energies, it doesn't seem like the rest of this town, this village, has been affected in the same way. Nothing happened to any of them, and it doesn't even seem like there was enough noise really to stir a lot of people. Your gunshot woke some up for sure, but it's still quiet. Just a very large difference to the space that you were just in. that alone is a little clearing, but you take what time you need. The rest of you, as Gus leaves this room, what do?
Good goddess clinging to the shadows abound. I think we should give him a moment. I'm not his number one fan, but he could have stuck a knife in our back in any moment in that fight.
And I think Modin might be the only one who knows like what was about to happen in that room.
Yeah,
because I think
the rest of us came at the tail end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I kind of whip around to face Ollie and Seder. I don't think you understand what truly just happened. Gus, if Gus was against us, he would have let himself be replaced. Do you understand that what he did just put a mark on himself for the people that he was born to serve? And he severed that connection now.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. We came in and saw battle. What do you mean replaced him again? Wasn't he already replaced?
All of us in this room were supposed to be replaced tonight by other replacements. Gus was the one that sounded the alarm. All of the rest of us were asleep.
That's why you, Desi, and Gus they had your face.
I don't know why they had our face. But they did. And if it weren't for Gus, we would have all been replaced. And neither of you would have known the wiser.
Whoa. Okay, calm down. We didn't know. All right, we didn't know. But what we do know, or what we have known, is that we had been traveling with someone who was, up until, as you say, maybe 5 minutes ago, associated with a group who infiltrated Seder's lives for how many years?
4, 5, I think. I don't know.
Tried to kill us multiple times.
Yes, of course, damn the organization, but you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening just fine. You need to take it down. We're all very stressed, but it's a lot of information.
Please listen to me. Gus is out there, scared and alone. We need to accept that he's part of our team now, whether or not you like it. Our goal right now is to get some rest and take watches over this bird. Not to point fingers.
I wasn't pointing fingers. I said I wasn't his number one fan. I'm not yours either. But he could have put a knife in our back, and he didn't.
And he didn't.
That is what I said. That is what I said. What is this about not listening? I I think Ollie sets their jaw for a second. I didn't mean that. I don't mean to yell at you. We're all tired, we're all stressed. Like I said, a lot of information. I'm sorry. Gus has had our backs. The last few scraps. I'm just... Finley was working with them, and he had a package with my parents' name and address on them.
Morin softens when Ollie says that.
I can't even... I used all my stupid fucking magic reaching out to so many other people. I've never once reached out to them. Not in many years. I'm sorry. It's all a bit of a mess. I can go talk to Gus. Maybe we all should. I don't know what he wants, but I don't want to make things worse. I'll look to Satyr. We've all got a lot of turmoil, but I can't imagine yours.
I feel like I'm going mad.
I think we all are.
So, my life got upended just 2 hours ago, and then this wakes us up in the middle of the night. I'll decide when I'm ready to apologize and speak with him. She falls out of her werewolf. I'm going to watch him. And I need to think.
We should probably... Gus was looking at these. Did Gus actually say what they were, or did I just notice his attention driven to them? The rectangular.
He did not say anything. I think what you probably saw was more so just like a look of familiarity and a look between the wardrobe, but he didn't say anything in that moment.
I actually don't think I drop werewolf. I think she's still defensive mode. Might be.
No, you're good. Makes sense. I think we should... I don't know what some of this is. Gus seemed drawn to this. I can go ask. But we should probably get his bag far the fuck away from him. Make sure he doesn't have anything useful on his body. He could get out of these binds easy. Cause any more problems. But I guess like the lady said, if you plan on killing him, don't do it here. And I didn't mention, I know you were just coming in, but I think we should all be on the level. I did not mention to the lady, nor do I think any of us should, I'll gesture outside to where Gus is standing. I don't think we should bring up his ties.
Agreed.
I'll go talk to him, and maybe we can see about all getting inside and trying to get some rest. Should we sleep in the same room this time? maybe chuck that wardrobe out the window for good measure. Oh, Ash was
It
muted.
already got like exploded. Someone hit it with
Yeah.
Oh,
magic.
that is true. I guiding
Yeah.
bolted it. I forgot about that. Ugh.
Is it just Ollie going to speak with Gus, or is anybody else following?
I'll go with
Capri Seder?
and tell Kepri. I was going to ask Kepri to stay with Sader, but choice is yours.
I should, before we head out, Seder, we should probably... Wait, just quick clarity. Did somebody at the end of last session throw the bodies into the wardrobe before it was destroyed?
Muden's body, yes, but none of the
Yeah.
others.
None of the others, okay.
So there's still a fake Gus and fake Desi dead on the ground.
Seder, I think maybe we should dispose of these so we don't all have to... Gus and Desi don't have to come back and be reminded, especially. But I won't say anything, but I'll kind of look to where Kepri's kind of still, I imagine, sitting sort of awkwardly.
Sorry.
I'll come right back. Where should Seder carry you to dump them?
There's
We're
a
in
river.
swamp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of water
well.
nearby.
Yeah.
If like that's the easiest option, but like you could try to bury them as well.
Ugh.
Seder throws them in. And she comes back. She'll watch Finley in that time.
Yeah, Capri, are you also staying to watch over the room, or are you wanting to go with?
I'll keep watch over Finley.
Okay. As the two of you head outside, Gus would have seen some of this too, but I had assumed mostly not like paid too much attention, and just ran by. But you would pass the room, where they have cleared off Lady Umbrish's desk because all of the beds were like taken up by you guys, all of you. So they've cleared off her desk, and they have Desi like down, like laying on top of the desk, who is at this point conscious, but is like they're currently like sewing something in her face.
Ugh.
You head out the door, and Gus, as you are taking this kind of moment alone, it isn't too much longer before it's interrupted by the sound of the door behind you opening. And you see Muden and Ollie approach.
A lot calmer out here, huh?
I think you see Gus kind of posted up with the statue, kind of cooling his hands on the stone. And as he hears the door open, you can see him kind of shake his hands out and turn to face you. I'm sorry.
I won't say the situation's, okay, but Murin was telling us about what transpired before Seder, Kepri, and I entered the room. That's really brave fighting against who we've been presuming, and I suppose you presume are to be your own. Um, I things are really tense. I know Sator's really tense. I don't think it's just this situation. I think it's a lot of things. I don't really know any of you particularly well, but I know Sator the best of everyone, and she already had a shitload to deal with before all of this, and I think it's just getting to her. I think it would get to anyone. Um, but I know it's not super easy seeing you're what's there, and so you're getting the anger, and I don't think that's fair, but I don't think she's unjustified. I think we've all been through a lot, and I don't know how life was in the whatever your that collective is called. Um, but I imagine it's not really been smooth seas for you either. Um,
Gus just kind of shakes his head. Um, wow. First, it is fair for Miss Sater to be angry with me. I know very well how fair it is, and in fact, it's been eating me up inside since I met her.
I think it was a cruel joke, maybe, looking back, Viz giving her that ring. I don't know how much Viz knew. Did you know Viz? I don't know if we've spoken of her to you.
I don't think I know this.
Make a history check.
It'd be cool if I knew this. Okay, I might know this.
Ooh.
History is a dirty 20.
It must have been like the smallest of meetings. So you're not sure if it had any of importance. She did try to hire your ship at one point, but like I don't think it registered to you in the moment that she was a replacement for one reason or another. Like the ring didn't go off, she wasn't giving signs of that, and it was just this like random half-elven woman
Yeah.
that you met like probably shortly after you were replaced.
Yeah. Um, Regardless, you'd also be wrong to say it's been hard for me. It hasn't. Um, up until fairly recently, I was able to do what I did without strife, without much. The man I replaced wasn't well loved, so thinking about his family never brought me any worry. but I've never had to form an allyship with one who is like Seder. And to see her torment he just kind of shrugs and shakes his head. Listen, there's no way I can say something that's gonna make you trust me. I have my own strife that I'll now have to worry about, and unfortunately, whether I'm in your acquaintance or not, those who are here are going to be troubled by the same. Muren is in direct danger, and I can't say that that isn't the same for the rest of your lot. It's the same for me. Truly. And I'll say this again to everyone. I am sorry.
Um, I mean, listen, I simply hating the replacements for what they are has never. I'll level with you. It's never sat right with me on a deeply personal level. I've replaced a few people, and I didn't think twice. Um, so I I think it's just the information loop. Can I can we, especially given Seder Muren's situation, believe in you that that is cut off, that you will not be. I know that you now are in danger too. You will be hunted.
Gus just like laughs and just like points his hand in the direction of their room and lets it slap his leg. My dead body was in that room. Mine. Not his, who I replaced. Mine. And that does, as you can see, does not sit well with me. So as far as I'm concerned, you all are the only allies I have at the moment.
If
Yeah,
no, sorry, continue.
I'll do my best.
Morin kind of kneels down to be respectfully at eye level with Gus and kind of places a firm but gentle hand on his shoulder if Gus will let him, and kind of, gives him a pointed look and says, I have said some unkind things towards you. And I am sorry. You have a friend in me.
You got it. I'm sorry. Oh,
It's
fuck.
so buzzing, Woody.
And then in sort of the same position, but turns his head toward Ollie. And I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier.
I yelled right back. Like I said, I think we're all just
Tired and scared.
Mostly tired.
I'll can I perception. Is there anybody peeking around at this conversation?
Totally. Anyone who wants can give me a perception check while you're outside.
I'm not in
Yeah.
the first place. Ooh, not a good
Not
roll.
one.
Oh, my perception's +7 though.
I'm too distracted by Moden respectfully kneeling.
Marin's beautiful eyes.
He
Um,
has very beautiful green eyes.
15 total on
Um,
the perception.
Yeah.
But Gus will let Moden hold his shoulder for a little while.
16 for me. Perception.
Ollie and Muden, you take a anxious glance around this small little village, and you swear for a moment about... It's hard, very hard to tell in the darkness, maybe like 80 feet away from you, atop one of the further buildings away, you see a figure kind of crouched in a position, but as your eyes meet them, it's almost as if they disappear.
Ah.
Oh, fuck my life.
Ugh. It's nowhere safe. Fuck.
And we could not get a good look at this figure at all.
Not with those
Just
checks, unfortunately.
brief, yeah. Think Ollie hisses a curse under their breath. We should probably get back inside. They kind of pull the package out and look at it. I've got to rethink my message. Maybe we can try and get some sleep.
Yeah. I think it'd be best if we took watches over our feathered friend.
Over everything, really.
Right.
I wonder if our Fae friends would know anything. I don't know. Maybe I'll pray on it. In any case, Ollie kind of looks to Gus. I'm sorry to
I think a lot of conclusions I was coming to about you could possibly have been wrong. As long as they stay wrong. I think we just have to have each other's backs. And get out of here as soon as possible.
Just nods. Agreed. I'm happy to watch the bird all night.
That won't be necessary, but thank you. You deserve a full night's rest as well.
Guess we'll just head inside.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seder and Kepri, is there anything that the two of you do? Or is it like an awkward silence the whole time you're alone?
What was that, Kepri?
Forgive me if I'm wrong. You probably don't look like you're in the talking mood.
Oh, I mean, possibly. It's fair.
She's just
It would
a
be
big
fair to
dog.
assume that. Yeah, no. You see, she has this intent, but like, it's it's almost, I don't know. It's like not disassociative, but it's so lost in the mind, and at some point during it, she like still trying to keep this stare. Probably starts crying, but when everyone comes in.
Well,
Sure.
before everybody gets back, could both of you roll a d6 for me?
Oh,
E.
I can't find the one I want to use.
I
Oh,
should
there
have
it
gotten a
is.
monster. God damn it.
Oh. No.
4.
So while the party is gone, you hear Finley kind of cough a couple of times. Oh, shit. You're just gonna leave a bloody hole in me, huh?
Yes.
What? You don't got any words to say?
If I speak to you, I'd end up killing. Now shut your mouth.
What about you? You were really friendly. He looks over at you, Capri.
That was before you tried to help my friends.
Oh, come on. I didn't know it was gonna be in that dresser. I just got a bunch of money for it. That, looks over at his stuff, kind of all strewn about. I'm assuming you all just stolen from me? You know, reading mail's a pretty big crime. I could have you all arrested for that. You know, fun. At least humor a guy while he's dying, huh?
And this is before we enter.
Kind of throws his head back and lets out a long sigh. You guys kind of come back about this point. And he's sitting there awake, arms tied behind his back, and just kind of head back up against the wall. Just uses his eyes to kind of watch you all enter. And he goes, I want more company. Please tell me one of you wants to talk. I've been... These two are gonna bore me to death.
From what I gather, your people can't really talk too much. Nothing useful.
My people? What have you got against Aarakocra?
I'm talking about the people in the wardrobe.
Right, I don't know what the fuck that was. I got paid to deliver a thing.
Insight.
Yeah, insight
Insight,
check for you.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Yeah, I'll let you guys insight, but if I may, I would absolutely love to try and this guy.
I think getting him further than he is, like, the jokes he's making are because he's already very nervous. He's not in a great position. Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Wonderful. I had plus
gotta-
6.
Sorry. I got a 22 on insight.
Oh wait, with advantage. With advantage.
Mhm.
With advantage. It was the same roll. And that was a 10.
He's not any less scared than he was when you entered the room, but yeah, like with that 22 insight, if anyone else gets higher, let me know.
24.
Oh.
If I did my math right, did I?
So,
Or fucking did it. 22. My bad.
oh, okay. Both 22s. So, he seems to be telling the truth. I was told there was magic involved, and they taught me how to do the thing, and I did the thing. You saw how much money they paid me. And that was before the delivery was done. I don't usually get paid before the delivery.
Have you worked with these people before?
Yes. Never doing this, though. I mean, maybe I brought one of the items to somebody else, but, this was the first time they ever had me do the thing.
I'm gonna...
He's not with them. I think he really just is the delivery man.
You know what they say, don't shoot the messenger.
You still assisted in attempted
I'm
murder
thinking
and
about it.
kidnapping.
You know, like I said, I wasn't, in the know. And as soon as, things started happening, I was honestly just going with the money.
I gather from,
Couldn't think people that, no offense, but, carry yourself such as you are could, outpay my line of work, and my reputation's on the line.
what do you mean by that?
The big money, you know, comes from, under the table work, and those people don't like to hire if you, don't perform your jobs correctly.
Sure. You ever gotten in this deep, though?
No, and
Jump like this?
I was never told to hurt any of you. That's why I left. I tried to leave anyways until I got shot. Speaking of which, this really fucking hurts, guys. Could I, maybe, get something for this?
Nope.
I think there is, like... Oh.
I mean... Shit.
I'll,
thing is, Finley, was it?
Yeah.
These people are, kind of a reoccurring little pest problem, and, it's kind of like this. You're right, we can't outpay them. But, what's to say, if we help you out of your, metaphorical and literal binds, that you don't go squealing. And let them know sort of how the situation went down. Given you've got a track record of working with them. Though I wonder if you would consider maybe a patch up your life worth its weight in gold in this moment to not do such things.
I see what you're doing. It's a complicated situation, friend. Now that I do know what these people are capable of, I frankly don't want to cross them, do I? But, even despite that, I need the money. And I can't really get it anywhere else. But, I'm not, I don't think I intend to work with them again, but nor will I cross them or make them suspicious of me in any way. I intend to do whatever it takes to keep my life, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure. And I mean, what's to say in the story you tell that you didn't just fly away like you intended? And you didn't know what happened back in the temple.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the plan all along until I got shot, so... Oops.
I mean, this, feels weird to say about shady underworld business, but are there not greener pastures? Are there not people... I mean, you got all that fine artwork in your bag. They're not people paying you pretty sums to do other work that would lead to such things.
Make a persuasion check.
My camera.
Your Camry died. Your Toyota Camry is dead.
I love having a 20 charisma. That is 22 total.
Does anybody else say anything in this moment of him taking these words in?
I think it's like pretty apparent. Like, let's say you're at this point had like kind of walked maybe behind this guy, but like it's pretty apparent by her look on her face and body language. She doesn't know how to feel about just letting the guy go, because I mean, I'll
Your
wait and
camera's
see where it
frozen, by
goes.
the way. Sorry.
Oh yeah, my phone died.
Oh.
So no more camera.
Anybody else?
Yeah,
have-
I don't think Morin says anything in this moment, but is also like not super a fan of letting this guy go.
Agreed. Yeah, Gus is kind of gone back to silently seething.
Okay. I think he notices this a little bit, and give me 1 second. He says, "How about this? I could tell you where I met with them last. They seem to have like a thing there, semi-permanent. They might still be there if you are interested in knowing more. I don't really know much, but they." I was invited to the mayor's house in Hinterscop, and I didn't meet with the mayor, but one of his children paid me that handsome sum that is yours to keep.
What was this child's name? Or child or adult? Sorry.
Adult, acted like a child, one of those types.
Sure.
I think his name was Tracy.
I don't think I spent any time in Hinterscop, so I don't think I would know this name.
It's the mayor's
Yeah.
son. I think anyone who knows the mayor's name could probably know the son's name.
I lived close to there.
You did.
Well, yeah, at least we know Hinterscop's not exactly a safe place.
Yeah, I mean, like, in your travel plans, you do have to directly travel through there. So
Yeah.
if that's a thing you wanted to try to do while you were there, you could make that attempt.
I think Ollie will approach. Can I do a medicine check to see how like fucked up his wounds are?
Yeah, make a medicine check for me.
So, sorry to buck in, but based on the highest insight roll, and like what we were told in RP through that, he doesn't seem like he knows anything more than just do a delivery.
Yeah.
Other than like tonight he claims was his first time ever doing this spell himself and like seeing what the consequences of his deliveries were. Which, even with those insight checks, I can't say that he necessarily seems like he feels bad about it. More just regretful in the fact that he tried to do it to you guys and got fucked up for it.
I have something to say after
I
Ollie.
got an 18 for medicine.
He'll live. The bullet went straight through. It did not hit anything super major. He is in a lot of pain and will be for the foreseeable future.
I think Ollie kind of looks to these folks, this group of friends.
He might be a jackass, but I think he was doing bad work, but maybe didn't realize until tonight how
I
fucking
don't
bad.
think he realized I don't think he's realized now. That's my problem.
I'm not convinced we won't see him again, helping the same people.
I mean, I won't say chances of seeing me again are super low. I do intend to keep traveling, but, no. I do not intend to cross any of you.
It's not just crossing us. I know you don't exactly work with, saints. These people are fucking bad. They are bad. And I think it would be smart to not really get involved with them further. Maybe for your sake and for whatever empathy you've got for the sake of others.
Yeah, sure. It's not worth risking my life, at the very least, working for these folk. They do know who I am now, so, as I said, I don't intend to do anything to put myself in more danger. And, just to be completely frank, seeing as I am at your mercy, if it comes down to a knife to my throat, it doesn't leave me with too much choice. We're all in this for self-preservation. It's all that matters anymore. So, I'll do what's best for me if I make it out of here, and I'll keep doing that until the day that I croak.
I'll look to, again, to my friends.
I think he continues after a second, and especially after you look
Go
away,
ahead.
and he goes, I tell you that in case you do happen to run into me again doing this shit. It won't be by my choice.
I mean, I don't feel good about any of this. I say to my friends. But I don't really feel good about being the ones to make them croak.
What do you mean it won't be your choice?
I mean, if it's another job in my life, I'm taking another job. It's all that matters. Staying alive. And if I can't even do that right, well then... what's the point in any of it, yeah?
There are more important things than staying alive.
Can't enjoy them if you're dead, my friend. Can't enjoy nothing if you're dead.
There are worse things than being dead.
Sure. Like being, whatever the fuck one of those, things that crawled out of there was, which I also would tend to avoid. So, yeah, I know, I don't want none of it. And so, if it does come down to it, I will do what I have to survive.
At this point,
Team huddle.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
At this point, Gus, I'm sorry to do this, but Gus just walks right up to him and just punches him in the head to knock him back out.
Fair enough. Fair
No,
enough.
Eh,
As you're walking up, he starts to say, I think any of you would do the... and he's out.
Oh, thank
Listen.
God.
He's already gotten himself into about as bad a straits as it gets. He decides not to take a job on from them next time he's called. He's right. It'll be him, just like we were tonight. It's one of him walking out of the wardrobe. So there's nothing we can say to him tonight that'll change that. Either you want him dead or you don't. So, and he kind of turns to look at Seder in this moment.
And probably for she has internal struggle. But probably for the first time in like 30 she quickly jerks her head to the side. Would I still be a werewolf? Yes, no?
Yeah, you're probably nearing like the 45-minute mark.
Okay. Jerks her head away. Says, whatever. If you want to show some kind of understanding. I can't trust him. And I guess just kind of to another part of the room.
The way... Sorry if you weren't done.
Yeah, I think that's all.
The way I see it, he has admitted to continue to harm others, potentially innocent people. So I don't mind. I wouldn't have a problem killing him if it came down to it.
He worked for them too. Even if he didn't know it, he couldn't have gone with it somewhere.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
He worked for them too long. Even if he didn't know it, surely caused harm to people. I thought you all wanted to stop it. Every time he giggled and chuckled, I wanted to disembowel him. Whether he knew it or not, he's the reason we're still awake at this hour. I'm losing my mind. I do want him.
I don't think we should kill him. I don't.
Ollie looks real troubled, but
I don't think we should kill him. I think he would sooner be his own undoing than anyone else's, honestly, like Gus said. I think he took some bad jobs for some good coin. I don't think he feels nearly guilty enough. But I do believe him that he didn't realize.
Just nods. It's hard for me to say, as he enrages me as well, but
Is that 2 for kill, 2 for not kill? Do we need Khepri to be the tiebreaker?
I'm just imagining everyone slow doing
Capri's the only one who hasn't given input, and unfortunately, like, it does kind of feel like Capri is the tiebreaker in this very moment.
Sorry, Capri, I know this is all very confusing. Can I just say, oh, I'll look at that later.
Spoiler it, sorry.
Can I just say, I've been as stupid as that guy before. And I stupidly, desperately grasp at, straws to keep myself alive, or have. Still do, it feels like. I don't know.
I know he's unconscious. If I throw a healing spell, does he wake up?
Sure. If you were to give him a heal, he'll wake up.
All right, no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit unfortunate.
He's stable. He's not like dying. He's just kind of hurt because of the gunshot and like bleeding all over the floor.
Capri is going to walk up in front of him. And he's going to take out the dagger. And just put it against Finley to see if there's any reaction.
There doesn't seem to be.
If we did kill him, wouldn't they just make a copy of him too?
I don't know.
I suppose it could happen.
Gus can kind of answer that question. As you know, it was somewhere in the information I sent you, but you do know that not all of the time the people that are replaced do they get killed. Something else happens to them.
Right.
So there is a chance that even if you didn't kill this guy and he never died, there could still be a second version of him somewhere anyways.
Yeah. Already.
Right. We just saw that.
Excuse me. They could have a replacement for him already made.
I don't want to. And Kepri will move the knife back into himself. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. I mean, we can't just keep him here.
That is my other concern. Is if not kill him, what do we do with him?
I mean, Gus, there is a tiny little brig on your ship, but at that point, are you any better than the bandits that you just killed?
Right. Mm-hmm.
He's still got mail to deliver.
I think if he was paid to make a delivery and leave, if we're going to let him go, then I feel he has no reason to stay here with us.
I can't believe be letting him go. What he did with knowledge and not trying to kill us, abduct us, you. I won't try to pursue it anymore.
I'm gonna start gathering his mail back into his bag, but I'm not putting back my package.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
I think we should just. I think we should let him go. He did a lot of bad. I'm not discounting that. It's just. I don't feel good about this. And I don't think killing the middleman is gonna solve anything. And it's not gonna make us feel good, look good, or take care of any big problems. If not him, I mean, they'll fucking find somebody else.
Precisely.
And he's already said, unless knife to his throat, he doesn't necessarily plan on associating with them any longer. I don't think either way it's gonna matter. I think there's bigger fish to fry.
Decide what to do with it. Dump him in the swamp. Don't care.
So sorry, you keep cutting out.
Then decide what you'll do with it. Dump him in the swamp. I don't care.
I'm gonna start untying his binds unless people stop me.
I think Morin's not happy, but is also like, I recognize that I've been outvoted and will comply with that. But it's just kind of standing off to the side.
As you untie and kind of move this unconscious individual outside before waking him up in one way or another, you give his mail back to him. And without really even taking too much time, stops and just goes, I will remember this. Don't take me for someone who does not repay favors. This was a massive favor.
I'm gonna, as he says that, his fucked up, whatever part took the shot. Plus. Sorry. Gets back 11 HP.
And he, as he turns, he goes, and I hope your friend is okay. The cute one that got her eye taken out. Just kind of flies up into the air, away from all of you. He takes off kind of back over the river, the direction that he was originally running from you all in to begin with. And as we head back inside, we're going to take a short break. Keep in mind, think of things if there's anything you want to do before bed. But yeah, we'll come back kind of soon. I'm gonna grab a little snacky.
There
got
is
super
something I want to
pissed.
do before bed, and I don't have the spell slot for it.
Oh.
I screwed my own pooch.
Yeah.
As we come back, as I mentioned before the break, is there anything any of you would like to do before heading back to bed? Because I know that those of you who went outside with Gus, the two of you saw a figure. So I didn't know if you wanted to mention that after you had come back and let Finley go.
Yeah.
I'll mention it to just our two other party members. Just so for whenever we take turns doing watch, they can also be aware that that's a possible.
Yeah.
Fucking everywhere.
I think Ollie will find, like, I know we're kind of all cramped together, but I think Ollie will try and find, like, a little corner, and they're gonna open the package, and that letter's still in there. Everything's still intact.
Everything is still intact.
Reread that thing a few times. Furrow the brow. Not crumple it up, but fold it up, put it in the pocket, and facing away from everyone, but not necessarily hiding this, just facing away so that no one sees their true face. As they do in prayer, will kind of let the edges of where Ollie is melt away into the very corners, and Azarin will peek out. Malavi, this feels really weird to do in another temple. But I think we're all kind of lost. I'm kind of lost. I don't know if there's any help or guidance or protection you could offer. Things are really messed up. Here's to a safer journey. Maybe, you can turn your shadows to us so that
we remain unseen. Thanks. And then when finished, we'll go fully back to Ollie.
Oh, was there to that, Ashley? Or-
No, I'm still just hearing what you guys are doing before bed.
I fully didn't recollect what you said prior. Seder drops the lycanthropy, or probably at this point had been dropped. If it was still up, it would have been dropped. It's, Finley was let go. I think Seder. God damn. I was gonna hold the mic straight. Seder would definitely head to the restroom and empty her stomach of all the contents she had ate prior, before bed. If it has been an inconceivable amount of information and conclusions to in past half day, so I don't think Seder still would be able to put her thoughts together in a coherent way, and so chooses to just find where she would be resting, or whatever the like hearing that actually someone was watching us. I guess we're doing watches. That's implied. Never mind.
Yeah.
I did lose my train of thought, but yeah, she has trouble having a lot to say still at this, but will participate in watches, and, getting ready, whatever is decided. You're still muted.
Oh, sorry.
Anybody else have anything they would like to do before bed?
All I was gonna say is that Ollie does not just remain tucked off into a corner. They do go back to the group, and when we decide watches or whatever we do.
I think Morin gets on the bed he was originally sleeping on and is just open if anyone else wants to share the bed.
I think Gus kind of watches Seder give herself some space. And we'll go and check on Desi before we set watches and everything. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the room over where they're patching Desi up, see how she's holding together.
Good idea.
Could I join you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Everyone, come along with.
As the two of you get up and enter the room, it seems as though these clerics have done whatever they can. She is conscious, but kind of out of it, whether it be from the pain, or you do see a bottle of half full liquor next to her.
Yeah.
But Lady Umbrish is kind of just watching over. The other two have seemingly left the room at this point, and she notices you enter and goes, I told you she was not to die in this house tonight. And, I did see our friend fly away, so thank you. I know it might not have been easy, as he wished death on you, but would have stained these halls forever.
Gus nods. Well, thank you very much for continuing to allow us to stay and helping our friend here.
Yeah, she's a tough one. As Lady Umbrish is talking, she is not carrying that normal, like, nonchalantness in her voice. It seems as though, like, that takes some effort on her part, and she's just exhausted at this point. But she goes, I'll leave you all to it. I need to sit for a bit. Let me know when you've left. I can come by and make sure she's got everything she needs for the night.
Yes.
Will do.
I'm just next door if you need anything.
Thank you. And yeah, I'll step in to go see if Desi's in the mood to talk a little bit.
As she doesn't immediately, like, look up. She's kind of just staring at the ceiling a little bit. But you can see on the, like, right side of her head is, like, bandages kind of wrapping around the side, covering that entire eye. It's been kind of cleaned up, but there's a lot of blood still, like, seemingly on the bandages. What do you say?
I think I breathe, at least at first, just a genuine sigh of relief to see her, like, awake and alert. But, I think Gus crosses his arms. Well, Desi, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Without missing a beat, she goes, shit, it was gonna happen eventually, right? You're a fucking pirate, whatever?
A pirate? Is that what you think I am?
I don't know, was that what I agreed to be?
No.
I mean,
What?
hmm. Sorry.
No.
He looks over at Capri. Is that what you think I am?
No. But you do have a look.
The look.
Yeah, no, you've got the hat and all.
Why? Sun protection makes a man a pirate.
I think
Sun
it looks,
protection and a boat.
I think it looks good. I just does kind of give pirate.
Gus does just smile. I'm glad that Desi's okay. I'm glad to see you in such high spirits, but if it seems like you'd like to still come along, and I I'd be happy to still have you travel with us.
Yeah, I think sure. I I don't know how many more of these kind of nights I've got in me. Um,
Agreed.
you know, only so many eyes and all, but sorry, I'm making a lot of jokes. I'm honestly pretty fucking scared. And I think that she finally kind of looks over at the two of you, and she is crying a bit. You know, saw myself die. Thought that I was going to die there for a sec. And I don't think I want to do that quite yet, you know? Whole dying part.
Agreed.
But, you got me for now. As long as, you're understanding that I, you know, Doc said that I probably won't be able to shoot for shit anymore.
Just nods. And he'll kind of, copy Morin from earlier and give her a kind of slight reassuring pat on the shoulder.
But, yeah, you've got me, and, I want you, despite tonight, I know I was a little bit, frozen. I just, I've got all of you as well. As best I can.
Good. And ditto from me. You ought to get some rest.
Yeah, that's what they've been telling me. I tried. You know, it's kind of hard when they're poking at my face. But even after that, I'm just, thinking a lot. I'll do my best to get some rest on that, though.
And if I can, I'll just allow myself a little sip from her glass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. She probably even motions at it at one point. It's just... Is there anything that you wanted to say, Capri? Or were you just wanting to make sure that she was like, all good?
Just mostly making sure.
Mm.
And even if it was mostly out of trauma, hearing her joke around a little bit was reassuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the two of you let Lady Umbrish know that you're heading to bed. Rejoin your group, and I assume all of you ready yourselves for long rests?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you do so, everybody, no perception checks needed for watches, but they can, I assume they're being done.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, please roll a D100 for me.
Oh.
That's
Body.
okay. I'm sure it's fine.
Hey.
57.
44.
Can I borrow one?
Oh yeah.
I gotta find a D10.
43.
That's so.
12.
Shit, I only have. Wait, here's a D10. I got it. 36.
Okay, and then I will also roll one. Y'all aren't gonna believe this shit. We got a 44, a 43, and then I just rolled a 42.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Stealing my method is tricky because I did just pull it out of my. Not that I just remember I did the same thing with the hairpin. My bad.
So, as you guys take your long rests tonight, it's uneventful, though stressful for those of you that take watches. It almost feels like something should be happening, but nothing does. The sun kind of rises, however, some of you need a little bit more sleep than that, so you sleep a bit through the morning. And when you finally do awaken, it is to the sound of a light knock on your door.
Oh. Yes.
Kind of getting up from bed.
A voice from the other side that all of you recognize as Lake kind of speaks and goes, I'm so sorry. Lady Umbrish has gone to bed. I was told to, I have your reward. I don't think she'll be seeing you off if you intend on leaving today. She's quite exhausted. But, your friend Desi over here is, up and ready to go, so just wanted to let you know that as well. She's on her feet.
Good.
Real quick before we get into the reward. Did we keep Finley's gold?
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah, definitely.
It was 400, so split amongst the
5?
of you.
Or I guess 6.
Oh shoot, I need to do spells.
6 for Desi, right?
Yeah.
We're giving Desi some.
Everyone gets infinite money glitch 66.6 repeating. No, each of you gets like 66 gold and 5 silver. We'll just make it easy.
Alright.
I wanted to do this math before I did possibly more math.
And if you were putting some aside for Desi, yeah, you can let her know when you see her.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll go up to Lake.
I appreciate it. All
Yeah,
the hard
and
work.
she's holding like this really long kind of like folded up in like cloth. I think it's immediately recognized as like a longsword in her hands.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is not a relic per se, but it was associated with one of our members that we lost on the way here. A magical item, significant to them, but unusable by us, so you could sell it, you could keep it. It's just what we could offer in the moment.
I'll take and unwrap and I guess put it on one of the beds so we can all see it.
Yeah.
If you would like, I could let Desi know you're all awake. She could join you, or sorry, I saw kind of what happened last night. I hope you're all okay as you can be. Truly.
I'm
Thank you,
hoping
Lake.
so too. Are we still? How far out is Kel?
Kel's gonna take a few days to get here. If you choose to stay here, you could also shorten that by trying to meet her halfway.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, do you know anything about this sword?
I've seen it used a few times. Never to draw blood, but it casted magic.
Hmm.
I mean, I think it could draw blood, but its wielder was less attuned to that side of its uses.
I don't think I can use this if we're planning on using it. Mirren, Gus, are you too good with swords?
Yeah.
Check. I believe so.
It is a long
Yes.
sword. I don't know if Gus has proficiency in long swords.
Let's have a look.
Since since multiclassing, I am pretty all weapons.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you could take this for now, see if it works for you.
Sure.
Unless I don't want to just be like
No,
the
I mean,
delegator. But
I'll certainly use it.
I'm happy with it going to Marin. I could use it, but I'm happy with what I have.
You have proficiency with longswords?
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
That's so funny to me. I'm just
Me and the
imagining
longsword, my
yeah.
tiny.
with the sword that is longer than you are.
Yeah. I mean, I think watching Gus wield that rifle is also really funny.
Oh yeah, that rifle's huge.
I look like a fucking
quite
Looney
good.
thing.
Yeah.
So, the plan is to meet Kel about halfway. Let me just look at the map. Okay. If you wanted to, you could make a couple of days travel closer to the coast of these swamps, and it would be easier for Kel to pick you up there. Are you using one of your sendings to let her know?
Not yet. I
Sure.
have another sending in mind. I think if we can, when we all like get to where we're stepping out, and I don't want to like speed through that RP if we've got other stuff we want to do first. But when we're about to head out, I think Ollie will kind of go to Murin for a moment.
this is a crazy ask. I think I just need someone with me for what I'm about to do.
What's happening? Are you alright?
No. Yeah? Mm, So, here's the deal. I haven't talked to my parents in years.
Mhm.
Sometimes I send them letters and I don't really get much back. Kinda scared, even if Finley wasn't, like, super involved. I don't know. I
I
think
do forgive me if we've already spoken this, but I mean, recent events have me scrambled as well. Did you part with your parents on poor terms?
um I mean, you could say that, certainly. Uh, it's a weird situation.
I Do you mind telling me about it? It doesn't have to be detailed, and I also understand if you don't want to. Um, if you, it, I think would help me understand your situation. But
Sure. Um, I mean, I guess to make a long sob story short, um, we had no money and they didn't like the way I was earning it.
mm,
Um, my mom has never been doing good. I can't remember it. On her good days, sometimes she can walk around the house, but um, she she's always been pretty sick. My dad working himself to
mm,
death, you know,
mhm.
that sort of thing. And I was finding my own illicit ways to get money. May have gotten in a bit of trouble. Well, I got someone else in trouble. They already didn't like what I was doing, but they really didn't like that. Um, and uh, I mean, there was a big uh deal made about it. Words said, uh, and then their teenage kid was storming out of the house with barely anything but the clothes on his back, considering that maybe anywhere would be better than there. It's they I don't think they ever really got me. And I don't know, maybe I was a little wrong, but I think the whole world's fucking wrong, and I think how we were living was wrong. And sorry, I said I was gonna keep this short.
No, thank you for telling me.
I guess
I, hmm, how do I say this? Maybe to offer some perspective as a parent that has not seen his family in a very long time. I would do anything to hear that they're even still alive. despite the fact that I also left on bad, albeit different kind of bad than yours. But I left on bad terms with almost all of them.
Yeah.
I will also say in my bit longer life experience, and please, when I say this, I truly do not mean to be demeaning, but
Or
as a sort of matter of fact, you are young and youth is for kind of blundering around and making mistakes and or just simply not the best decisions. And that time is important to making and understanding who. I will be honest. I have yet to encounter an instance where thievery is the correct decision, but I recognize that I also never in need the way you were.
yeah.
I think the most astounding thing that I've learned in my time being a human, being amongst humanoids, is there's an incredible amount of nuance in 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 with the ways of thinking and feeling that are not necessarily present in at least the culture I grew up in. Not saying that we don't have those feelings, but it's just different.
Yeah. I
That being said, I'm happy to. I assume you wanted to message them, and I think you should. And I'm here if you just need a hand to hold.
sure. I I guess it's it's complicated. Humans are weird. I mean, I don't really, not that I fully disassociate myself. Um both my parents are human actually. I'm somewhat of a genetic mistake, I think. I think that's why they never got me. Um, but you know, uh, shit. Ugh, I'm gonna talk myself out of it. Oh, I don't even know what to say.
Ollie, look at me really quick, just for a moment. Deep breath. It's okay. There you go. You are a good person. You have a good heart. If they can't see that, that is no fault of your own.
Thanks.
Whew. I think Ollie, what's interesting when they start to send the message, I guess, like, calling back to when they've taken on personas in messages before, like when someone messaged them referring to them as Leo, they would switch their form to Leo, and, like, you know, because that's what the familiar connection there is. Az does not leave the form of Ollie to conduct this message. And I'm gonna reach out to my mom.
Yeah.
She's the safer bet.
Relatable.
He'll kind of wring his hands a little.
Mama, it's Az. I learned a spell. I'm doing magic now. I just wanted to make sure everything's fine as it can be.
Trying to think of what the last 3 words should be. God damn. Sorry, that wasn't part of the message.
It's just the legendary 3 words out there.
I miss you.
Well, that'll be it. It's okay, Rin. I'm mostly just shaking because I'm like,
It takes a second, but you do receive a response. Azarin, it's really nice to hear from you. I'm not doing as bad as I could be. Nice religious man comes by and helps.
oh,
I love you.
ugh. I think I don't know how alone we are in this moment, Mirren and I, but there's a moment in receiving that message back where the faces kind of contort and meld for a moment, and you see Ollie become a very childish face with a curly mess of hair, and then a sickly woman for a moment, and then a blink of barely a flash of like their true form, which I don't think Mirren's seen, and then right back to Ollie, and he's shaking quite a bit. Okay. Oh. She's alive?
Well, that's good.
She said she loves me. A nice religious man comes and helps her?
Oh. Interesting.
That could be good. That could be bad. That could be very bad. No. By the goddess, do I want to send another one? I've got to still talk to Kel. We'll put a pin in it. I gotta talk to Kel. Sorry.
No. Are you glad you did it?
Yes. No. Yeah. Yeah. I just wish she was better than she is. She always tells little white lies about how she's actually feeling. Sorry, was Nathan saying something? I didn't mean to cut off.
I had a moment. We had yet to leave, or have been like, is this like along the way?
No,
We were about to go.
I don't
Okay.
think you've left yet. I think Ollie pulled Murin aside while the rest of you were like probably going to like, gather Desi or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I did lose track.
No,
Might be.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I did pull Mirren aside, but I wouldn't be like angry if other people were present. It was more just like quiet whispering, and then if you are present, I guess you do see the sporadic changeling panic, and then like a shaking, and then
Thanks, Mirren. I guess I just wanted your perspective. I hope that doesn't sound fucked up to say.
No, not at all. I'm glad I could help. And don't take this the wrong way, but in a way, it gives me hope that I might talk to Nyson again soon.
he gives a weak smile.
I really hope so. Well, we gotta get our shit and start heading to Kel.
I'll wait, where are we meeting her and her family? Is there a designated point, or are we just gonna meet along the way? Along the coast. I'm a bit scattered.
I think the best course of action, at least from my opinion, would be to head east until you reach the coast, where Kel can meet you a lot easier. There isn't like a dock over there, but Gus, your boat doesn't necessarily always need one, as long as there is as long as it's not too rough where it's trying to
Right.
get to.
Yeah. Yep.
As we leave, unless there's anything else.
Excuse me.
Unless there's, did I cut out there?
Oh,
A little bit.
we understood.
Okay. Before that, I think within like the day of travel doing this, well,
No, you cut out.
but I had to go into our again. Why the fuck is this happening so much tonight?
Ah!
Bullshit! Bullshit! If we are traveling, Satyr stops, turns to Gus, or gets his attention. Says, if we're meant to try to work together before we reach Kel, I need you to tell me. I don't know who or why this copy has decided to be so murderous and criminal, and while you can still banter and smile, help us and gain my trust, why is my sister different? Why are they doing different things to her?
He looks kind of like a little bit shocked. She is acting unlike your sister. I can't say that I know why. I wish I knew why. When I met her, I realized this about her as well, that she wasn't acting right.
And Satyr, I think you would almost recognize the same intensity and like not portraying that that picture of a different person. That same thing kind of happened with Viz.
Why? My sister was a stupid, impulsive child. She was not meant to be a murderer. This isn't right. You don't know why. Fine.
I'm sorry, say that.
Oh, jeez.
But you have to keep in mind that's not your sister. Your sister is somewhere.
And you know she's not. Like, what we've met. Right.
And I think Gus actually just kind of freezes for a minute because he doesn't really know what kind of where she actually is. But wherever she is, no, she's not the monster that has been accosting you. And she can be saved.
You promised that. That I can convince her to come.
I can't promise, but I can't imagine that she would turn you away.
We need to keep moving. And Seder, unless there's more, would continue.
And thinking about it, thinking about Vala, and looking back on when I met her, like, I know that she was acting out of character back then, but I also know that she is not working against.
Right.
So trying to figure out what's going on there is kind of tricky.
But I will have sent a message to Kel. And we don't have to like go through it if you don't want to, but just
Sure.
essentially relaying that we're changing course. We're gonna be meeting at the coast. Mhm. And I'll briefly say, keep an eye out. Like, I'll try and squeeze that in the message. You know, keep an eye out for Stinky Bad.
Thank God my mother has threatened to jump off the side at least 6 times now. Can't wait to see you guys.
Could I just, because I didn't think of it, I just for some reason I got for that conversation.
Insight check, Gus.
Mhm.
I'll allow it.
Just because I'll kick myself, I think of that's gonna be 25. Right?
Wow.
25. Yeah, you're all. Yeah, no, Gus, what do you think Seder gets from that?
Just checking my scores really fast. Okay. One, I think that you get the vibe that Gus is not really trying to lie to you. I think he's genuinely, like, surprised but trying to be open. I do think you also get that he is scared, especially when Seder asks, is she gonna be okay? Is she okay? Can I save her? He really doesn't know. But he doesn't want to say, no, that doesn't feel good. So he's saying yes. But I think there's a level of hopefulness there. But very, very fearful.
As pissed off as Seder seemed, some of the things were complimentary, though the trust's still not there, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything. She'll schmoove.
Yeah. It's not that he's fearful of her. It's scenario.
Oh, right. I know. I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I hate to skip over things, but I guess on this trek, this little bit of travel to your meeting location with Kel, is there anything any of you would like to do specifically? Otherwise, it's mostly uneventful.
I think. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. I would make.
I feel bad because there's so much drama already, and I don't want to be like, I'm making about me now.
Yeah.
But I think if we go to settle, I think I'll able to one more sending just as confirmation to his mom.
Mama checking in again. No, it's late. What religious man do you know is
Sorry. Backtrack, sorry if I can.
do you know who he worships? Love you too.
I haven't thought to ask. Seems alright to me. Just comes by, does a little magic, and checks in about twice a week. It's like he came out of nowhere a couple weeks ago.
I think. Ollie gets a little frustrated and out loud is like,
Here's the problem. Could be a wonderful, kind work of my goddess. Could be fucked up cult members who somehow know about her. Gods, what was happening a few weeks ago? Where were we a couple weeks ago? Do you guys remember?
We killed Viz, I think.
Yeah,
Oh. Great.
that's been. Oof, time is hard.
I think killing Viz is about right.
Yeah.
and for context further, Ollie like just says this with no fucking context.
Well, sorry. Should say, my mom's been getting a visitor. Religious man, says he seems alright. Comes by twice a week to do some magic. What the fuck?
No more specific about the magic.
What'd you say?
No more specifics about the magic.
No. I mean, if she thinks it's helpful, I would assume something to help her. I don't know. She said he came out of nowhere. Or it was like he came out of nowhere. I just... bless it all, I wish she would be a little more descriptive. I can't be mad at her.
Does your mother know? Is she well familiar with God?
Not particularly. I mean, we couldn't really... some clerical bodies do so out of charity and kindness of their heart. Some require a little bit of this.
Right.
The most we could swing was getting a doctor out. Strange, she didn't mention him.
Sorry, say the doctor bit one. Because
The most we could swing was getting a doctor out occasionally. But it's strange she didn't mention him. Although, I don't mean to completely disrespect her. I can't fully blame her for not having all the details. She's not always all there.
if you're worried for mother, how far out of the way would it be to check on?
Far. Stopping by... It would take stopping by Dim Torta. And I don't want to diverge too much.
If I remember correctly, that
And-
was the end goal, was to stop in Hinterskop for Kel's family and then continue on to Dim Torta.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Torta was the first place Ollie suggested we go.
I remember.
Is that where I met Kepri? No, that was somewhere else.
Uh,
Small.
Yeah.
Crime's fault. Yeah, okay. It's like, okay.
And I'd rather. We've got so many people to check up on. I think I'm just gonna have to have a little faith.
Well, you're able to check up on her often, right?
Yeah. At least 3 times a day. But it takes a lot out of me.
I wish I could do that.
Exactly. I think it's better we maybe see what's going on with yours in person first. I don't want to diverge off of the path already set. Ugh, too much to think about.
I have no idea. My parent. It's my word.
Sorry, what'd you say? You cut out.
So I can't. Why am I
No.
being an asshole?
Mhm.
I have no idea what I'll tell them.
I'm really hoping everything's okay on that end. And
Right.
it'll be nice for you to see them again.
I'm hoping they're safe. God, they haven't interacted with. I don't recall our bedroom nor Vala. If I could reach out, I'd tell them to get rid of any dresser.
I wish I knew them so I could reach out. But if it makes
Sure.
you feel better, once I meet them, the world's my oyster in that sense.
Now I'm making myself worried. Need
Sorry.
more. How long travel was it to Cal? You said?
It'll be 2 days for you to get to the meeting place. And
Gotcha.
I would say you are on that second day, but you will need another night of sleep before reaching that destination.
To try to take her mind off of this and do anything, does Seder or anything of use on the side of
Make me a survival
Your little
check, a
herbalism
nature check.
kit.
the
You always roll really good on it.
You guys roll so good on these.
This is gonna be the one right.
Nat 20, come on. You got this.
Hey, it's not. It might be the best. I got 15.
Hey. You find quite a few natural like spices that could be used to make some good cooking. There are a couple of flowers here that you've got a 50-50 shot at them either healing you or making you like the bad kind of high.
Certainly don't want that now. I'll dry them. Try to keep them for later.
All right.
See if I can do something.
As you all settle down for your long rest, I need to look back at
You're silly.
the silly. as you all settle down for a long rest, is your heads kind of hit your bedrolls and your little tents, and Gus, almost immediately upon falling asleep, your eyes open once more. You're in a bed in a room. You hear the sounds of glass kind of hitting a table, muffled little cheers, and what sounds like a shaker full of ice in the other room.
I'm sad.
I get up and I'm in a bed. Is there anything else in the room?
I don't know, Gus. Is there anything else in the room? Do you want there to be other things in the room?
Oh my god. This is crazy.
I am sad.
Welcome to the group.
Welcome. I think he would want there to be his stuff in his room. I think he's like looking for his personal affects as per usual. His hat.
Yeah, you find it kind of neatly stacked over on top of your travel bag to the right of the bed.
Okay. I'll head out of the room, see where I am.
You open the door, and the sounds of a rambunctious but like almost unnaturally muted tavern rage around you. You can't make out any words per se. It's almost as if they are speaking a language you don't understand. But behind the counter, you see a single, like, solid formed being, a tiefling, who takes as soon as you kind of walk out, looks you in the eye, pours whatever it is he was shaking into a glass, and then holds it out for you and just stares at you until you try it.
Wow. I take it. I give him a cheers motion and I take a sip.
He moves to cheers back, and as he raises a fake glass, one does appear in his hand. He goes,
This
cheers.
is a great dream.
Yeah, dream. That's what this is. The missus is running a little bit late, so please do enjoy yourselves. Your friends should be here shortly. And one by one, the rest of you begin to awake in Malavi's Tavern. We're gonna end tonight's session right there.
You met my dad.